Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching. We're about to walk us through how to text for friends of Ben Solitaire, or me, Ben Solitaire, candidate for the 33rd Council District. I'm going to hand it over to Evan, and he will walk us through it. And then we'll go from there. Thanks so much.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Evan. I'm helping Ben out, consulting on some of the campaign strategy. So I'm going to quickly walk you through how texting works through the service we're subscribed to. It's called Through Text. It's actually very simple and actually really intuitive. So once we confirm that you want to help us out, which we really appreciate, by the way, you should get an email, something like this, just letting you know that you've been assigned a certain number of voters, like a campaign essentially. So what you're going to do is you're going to click this link and it'll take you straight into your assignments, something like this, right? And you'll be able to choose between your assignments. Most of you, if not all of you, will only have one assignment to start with because we're only doing one main universe. But you click on one and it'll take you straight into the system. So over here, for now, I just have a John Doe, a test voter, but you will probably have a long list of people.
Can I jump in with two questions? Sorry.
What's up?
Can I jump in with two quick questions?
Sure.
Will they have to use a password, or that link they'll just get an email and that link will take them right there?
Well, once we make, so what happens is I'll get the information, like their email and their name, and I'll send them an account invite. And once you make an account, then I will assign you to a certain number of voters, and you'll get this email, which is essentially letting you into our assignment, our campaign.
And their assignment, will that be named like Ben's assignment, or will it just be?
It'll be called Main Outreach Text
Bank. So everybody's assignment is called Main Outreach Text Bank.
Yes, I believe so. But the voters are different.
Okay.
So you get one, and it'll have a list of voters right here on the left. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more. This is just a test one, but you'll be able to click through them. And I've actually already started this just to confirm it works. But essentially, every time you click on a voter, it will have that text over here on the bottom. It'll be pre-filled for you. So all you have to do is just click on a name, send, click on a name, send, and go down the list. And the goal really is to get through as many as possible because, let's say you have 300 names here and you get through them, takes you 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. You get through every single name and you click on send for each. After that, you will only be notified if anyone replies. So once they reply and you've gone through your entire list, then you get access to all the replies. So let's say, the voter you text, John Doe, says, sure, I'll definitely support Ben. So the first thing you're going to do is, sure, I'll definitely support Ben is a strong support. So you're going to answer the survey question. Then you can go to replies, and there are already a number of pre-filled replies for you. So let's say, yes, support. That's, yeah, support. So you click on that, and it will automatically pre-fill the bottom for you. And the support thing is basically saying, glad to hear it, early voting has already started, which it hasn't yet, but it will on Saturday. The main text campaign will be, this reply will be worded differently. This is just an example for you. But everything will be pre-filled, and you just automatically send it and you move on. The goal of this, text banking is really it's just to get through as many as possible. You're going to get a certain section of voters, maybe like 300-ish, and we have, I think, 8,000 to go through. So getting through as many of these as possible and finishing this universe of voters is key. Now, a few things are going to happen. Let's say, you complete a text, right? You finish through, they know their poll site, you've asked whatever, they've answered whatever, so this conversation's over. What you're going to do is click on archive. Archive will automatically push this conversation away. You don't have to click archive at all. You're welcome to keep the conversation up. But by clicking archive, what you'll do is you'll remove the name off your assignments, and that lets you kind of keep everything clean and on track. It's mainly just to help you. Another thing to know, let's someone does not want to be texted, says, sorry, you have the wrong number, or whatever they say, and they really don't want to do this anymore. What you're going to do is click on opt out. There will be an opt out message pre-filled for you, like oh, thank you for your time. We're removing you from the list. You don't have to write your own. But let's say, and then you click on opt out and they're gone. But let's say they're really aggressive or hostile, which is going to happen on occasion, especially because these are a lot of voters who are going through. In that case, don't even worry about it. Just opt them out, and you don't even have to press the send message opt out. Just opt them out, move on, remove them. Don't even worry about it. It's not worth your time. So that's it for the main replies and how this works. Once you're done, this text bank campaign typically goes from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Those are the hours. You can just jump in at any time between those and send as many texts as you can. And once you're done, you're done. There's no need to, although we encourage you to finish the list, but let's say you only have 20 minutes. Oh, I have 20 minutes before I got to get dinner. Let me go text bank for a little bit. Well, any little bit helps. And there's no need to finish the list or anything. You don't have to force yourself to be like, oh, well, I only have 20 minutes. I'm not going to be able to finish the list. I might as well not do it. You can do them and not finish the list, and everything will be fine. The software is very intuitive that way and will automatically mark whichever voters you texted as done. So I also want to have this video. I will link it or send it as an email or something. This video will be available to you. It's a sort of refresher video made by the company, and it goes over everything and how it works. So feel free, of course, to check out this video if you need to just refamiliarize with the software, or you have questions and you think you remember, but you want to make sure. Finally, I'm going to go over the one that you will be getting. This is subject to change, but this one is generally how it will look for you. These are the recommended replies we have. Yes, support. It starts June 12th. Unsure. Please check out his campaign website. No against. I understand. Thank you for your time. How do you have our number? I already voted, or I need the poll site. And it will automatically pre-fill for you. We automatically put the poll sites into the voter list. But we obviously want to make sure that they know where their early voting poll site is, and that's only available on Find My Poll Site. So it's a good website to link to them. One thing I'll say is you don't have to stick religiously to these replies. If they're asking for more information, let's say they're unsure, but they're not unsure because they're like, oh, I don't know who I'm voting for yet. But it's more of a question, I don't know, what are some policies he has? We leave that up to you to check out. We'll link Ben's website. He has an About Him page and his stances on a bunch of issues that are key to the community. So I definitely recommend you check this out. Try reading through these issues so you know a few. See which ones stick out to you that you think are important. And that way you can talk about these issues. And, you don't have to necessarily click this reply. You can customize it. Glad to hear it. I don't know. Let's say they ask you what's Ben's stance on education. Create more community schools. That's one thing you can share, and you can type that in. Main goal in education is to, and then you can type. Just be aware, though, that text messages have a limit of 160 characters. So you want to make sure your messages are short and sweet and to the point. Because generally, if you start sending a wall of text, people will stop reading or stop replying. And sometimes phone carriers might mark you as spam. So the software should warn you when you get close to that 160 character limit. And I believe that's mostly it. The actual survey itself, just to show you, will have a strong support, a willing to volunteer question, and a notes question. The notes question is really for you to enter whatever notes you have that you think are important or relevant, or that you think that like I or Ben would want to know. And volunteer questions, really, if they're a strong supporter and you think they might be willing to volunteer, I would ask this. But if they're unsure or lean and you don't really know, then this question may not be worth it, especially because if you, from their text language, you think that they're just trying to answer just to get you off the phone, then it might not be worth that.
Hey, is this survey gonna, like, you on the other page? It had the questions on the right side.
Yes.
You ever actually see the survey that you were just showing us?
This was just a test survey I made just to make sure the surveys work.
No.
This is the real survey that you will get. This is the actual campaign. These will all appear on the right side. This is just a test survey of one person that I wanted to test to make sure the software works.
It'll look like this, but all these questions will be on the left where that one question is.
On the right. They'll be on the right. Yeah. Right here. And you'll be able to answer them as you go. A few key websites, as I said, Ben's website is great, has all the information you need. Early voting starts June 12th, ends 20th. The primary is obviously June 22nd. And
have all that information also linked on the website.
Perfect. Yeah. And the Find My Poll site, I think, is a great website to share. It tells everyone their early voting. So this is where I live, and this is my early voting poll site, which the software does not have. This software does not have that information. It only has your actual poll site. So this software for them to share to voters is great information. Yeah, and I believe that's it.
Okay. John, do you have any questions? John put himself on mute. There he is.
I'm back. Okay. In the checkout Ben's website URL, will that HTTP click through, or do you need to make that a click here?
I believe that will click through automatically if they click it. The reason you want to include the HTTP is because if you don't include that, cell phone providers are way more likely to mark you as spam.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And the worst thing that can happen is all our texts go to spam and nobody sees it. So we want to make our initial messages pretty concise and simple. That's why I don't include very much in the first message. And I don't include the website in the first message either, just because having a link in your message as a cold call message, very likely to be sent straight to spam.
Okay, but just to be sure, they're not going to have to type that into the URL bar.
No, they will not have to type that in.
Right.
Actually, you can test that. I'm going to send this to me. So John Doe's actually me. Spoiler alert. My main cell phone number. Yeah, the website clicks through, and it's like a highlightable link. So I just tap it with my phone, and I go straight to the website. And you can see over here, it's a hyperlink.
Great.
Any other questions?
Will all these texts be coming from their phone, from my phone, or does it come from...
No, it comes from a New York number, a 516 number, actually.
Okay.
So
text my phone back.
Well, no, it will only, so let's say they text the number, like the voter texts the number with a reply, it will only be seen here. So your phone has nothing to do with it. It's all integrated in here into the web application. You don't actually have to text anyone yourself.
Can I do this from my phone as well as my laptop?
I believe you can definitely do it from your laptop. I believe you can do this from your phone.
All right.
But yeah, you can absolutely do it from a laptop, and you can also do it for as little or for as long as you like. I believe if you want, you might have to ask for, so let's say you get through your list and you're kind of waiting around, nothing's really happening. Then you can request more names. And to do that, all you have to do is just text my phone number. It'll be available to everyone, but just in case. Also, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Just text me your name and what you wanted to ask, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But my phone number is 917-727-4073. So 917-727-4073. So if you have any questions, you want more voters, whatever it is, feel free to shoot me a text. I'm always available there.
I have another question.
Yeah.
If you were speaking earlier about a potential of someone who's received the text asking what's Ben's stand on this issue. But that question might come hours after you texted the person.
Right. Oh, so you're saying what happens if they reply very late and you've
If
already
they don't
finished?
reply immediately, if they reply anywhere, 10 minutes later to 3 hours later.
Well, what I would recommend is definitely to stay on this site for a little bit. So definitely try to do it for, I don't know, let's say an hour or two. But sometimes if they text very late, there's very little we can do. Sometimes I will be going through this myself on my end and going through it later and checking each text. So I can always fill in myself. But I mean, there's very little you can really do about that if you're not already on the assignment. So that's why we recommend you stay and text back for like an hour or two. And it's something you can really do on the side as well. You can just send out the text, flip to another tab, get some work done, periodically check back in.
And
Okay, go ahead, Ben. I'm waiting.
Go ahead, John.
Oh, so is there a way to set this up, Evan, where when someone I have texted responds, that I get some sort of alert on my phone?
Yes, you won't get a phone alert, but you will get an email alert.
Oh, good.
I believe you get an email alert that says, hey, you should go back and check your assignments. Someone replied. And it will, on the right, there'll be like a little mark or something to note, hey, you should check out these people because they replied to you.
And you said 9 to 9 is when this is functioning, but let's say you texted someone at 8:40 and now it's 10:15 at night and they've responded. You'll still be able to access this, or will you have to wait till the next morning?
You'd have to wait until the next morning. I might adjust the hours, maybe add a little like 10:30 something. But after that, honestly, at that point, there's really little you can do. And it's just about getting as many voters as we can. So what I'll probably do is commit the conversations in the voter and the survey answers every night, every evening, maybe 11, around then. So I'll probably you'll probably have until then to respond to anyone. But at that point, I'll just commit and give everyone a new list, just because we can't really wait on like one or two people when there's 8,000 to go through.
I'm just thinking about how it's sort of silly, but people like to be acknowledged, when they've taken an action. Is there anything comparable to, a badge, a gold star, an acknowledgement of some kind beyond? And I don't know if you want that, because then you're either letting the person who said, I'm planning to vote for Ben, know personally, or you're acknowledging them in some public place where they've consented to that. What do you think of that?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean by like?
When somebody says they're voting for me, we just have to write back, great, thank you so much. Here's how you go vote. And then
I guess that's, yeah.
That's all.
I mean, that's basically all you can really do. The one thing is we want to, there's very good research out there that says by including someone's poll site, they're way more likely to vote, because people just don't want to look up the information themselves. So at least, hitting them with this and they say, do you know your poll site? And they say no. And we have the reply over here, which automatically includes their poll address, but also includes the link so they can look them up themselves. This answer is usually one of the best to get people to actually vote.
We have to ask them if they know their poll site. Can we just provide, to find your poll site, click here and make it a one-stop reply?
The only reason why is because I wanted to include text that says early voting when it starts and encourage them to vote early or by mail.
Right.
The reason why I don't have a reply that's just like click here or something like that, because again, if I include it in this message, we might go over 160 characters.
Okay.
And if I just do that, just find my poll site, it doesn't really do as much by just saying, hey, your poll site is most likely this, but also to confirm or you want to do early voting, please go to this website.
Okay. All right. I have one other question, but I don't think I'd look at it right now. All right. So again, you've given your phone number. If you've watched this video all the way through, thank you so much. Evan's phone number is there. You can call with any questions. We will be getting anybody who signed up to do this. There are, I know, several of you out there that couldn't make it tonight. So we will get you logged in, and happy texting. My number, if you don't have it, is 917-373-7484. But so one of us can always answer your questions. Thank you so much for helping out, and we'll be in touch. Bye.